Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Rise of the Republic in our Camillus series. What we're looking at right now is pretty much our theater of war for the time being. We are up against Terrace, and they are pushing and pulling back and forth against us in a couple of different territories. As a matter of fact, let me take a quick look over here at Legio II Concordialis, because it occurred to me that it might be a good idea to go ahead and move this army back down this direction and have them ready to take Hadria, because the army that I think was defending Hadria has now moved to retake Isernia. So the fact that they came here to retake this big city is temporarily good for them, but it'll allow me to come in and take these smaller cities that are less defended while they're busy trying to make sure they're ready for, say, Marcus Furius Camillus here. But we have these Peligni rebels as well that are causing a bit of a problem, and I am on the fence as to what exactly I want to do about them. They could potentially support an attack. It wouldn't, well, if they supported an attack this turn, they wouldn't be that strong of an army, so they wouldn't really be joining in with that strong of a force. Like, let's say if Terrace came in and attacked Corfinium. If they attacked Corfinium, it would be incredibly stupid. Legio I Laude, I think, would win the day. But that's just something I'm going to need to keep an eye on. For sure. We have 1,571 gold in our treasury at the moment. And our situation, income-wise, is getting better and better every single turn. Let me take a look and make sure that my various units all have things to do. We might be able to take Neapolis very soon. This army has come in and retaken Capua. That happened in the last episode. The army, however, is missing any horsemen to speak of because reasons. Actually, we need to get rid of those slingers and rebuild this army slightly from a different perspective. Let's see, what would be the best? We could do that right next door in the next turn. The thing is, we may actually be able to do it without taking them out of Capua's reinforcement range. We could put them like right there and be recruiting horses from the neighboring province. Yeah, that should work. That way that army can grow, but still support Capua if it's attacked. We wouldn't get the horses if it happened in the same turn, because they'd be in the middle of recruitment, but it still would be better than leaving them there where they can't expand the army. Let's have a quick look over here, see what we can do with our diplomat, Duilia Flava. Hey, she's able to go on a diplomatic mission, so that's what we're going to do. Even though I know she's failed me multiple times, it doesn't make sense. She is the one that we can afford to lose, so we're going to keep trying. The Sabines really don't like me. I wonder why. I'm going to go treat with the Umbri, because right now I can't really afford a military loss against the Umbri. That would be bad. So I'm going to try and avoid that. Also, we do need to educate Publius Furius Nerva, who is Lucius Verus's firstborn, because he is now 6. He's ready to be sent off for his education. But we're not quite at that point yet, I suppose. And I can't embezzle with anyone? No, I can't. Sad to say, I cannot. We might be able to marry off... Yeah, this character's gravitas is too low, but... How much gravitas are they making per turn? +1 here. So it looks like maybe just 1 per turn. It might be a few turns before Salonia Cornuta is able to marry, but maybe not too long. She's 16 now, so she's pretty young. She's just recently come of age. It's winter of 380 BC. Let's move into the spring and see what happens. This could be a rather consequential turn. It looks like Terrace isn't making any major military moves, because that army would have done something other than... Okay, good. All right, they've backed off from Capua. All right, there's no longer a trade agreement with the Frentani, I'm guessing because the Frentani have been destroyed. This tireless lady, it said is no longer possible, so I'm guessing that's what it was. Has a wealth of experience and continues to hone her abilities. Good, so Gaius Furius Pappus has come of age, and he has extra cunning, and our diplomat has betrayed us. Big freaking surprise. Okay, got it. Yeah, it's starting to get to that point where it's like too many notifications at the beginning of each turn. All right, so we do have a spy here that is ready to level up. What should we do? We can't give her a second level of her main ability yet, which is kind of a scouting ability. We can give her extra line of sight for this ability, which would also improve her cunning and take away her line of sight penalty. But we really need to give her better abilities across the board right now because she's at 2, and you'll get penalties until you're at a minimum of 3. If you've somehow missed that so far, that is a thing. So let's see. Extra chance of success in actions against enemy agents and generals. That's not the worst idea. See, the other thing, too, is once I can recruit spies, it's going to be really important for me to have a spy that is set up with the network promotion so that new spies will be recruited at a higher rank. But this spy, since she is a courier, this is definitely going to be a scout for me. I think I will go with lookout for that exact reason. And then we've just promoted you, so that means we can go ahead and do some other stuff. Now, should I go ahead and use that ability and have them scout out further up here? Or should I have them mess with Hadrian? Let's mess with Hadrian. Settlement sabotage. Ooh, we can actually find some military information on a commander. Okay, so there's a new force that's being formed right here, and we can come down and take Hadrian with this army, Legio II Concordialis, so let's do that. Surprise! That was exactly the plan. We are absolutely going to loot it, and that is their northernmost territory. So that's a huge win for us there. It is our only province. This happened to me the first time I completely took control of this map when I was practicing for this series and just kind of getting familiar with the DLC. This town, for this very reason, is hard to control because you come down here and you take it, but it's the only one. The northern province, or the northern territories in this province are all, well, the other territories in this province are all to the north. So we have Osculum and Firmum up the coast. And that's that means that public order is going to be difficult to maintain here for a bit, but still worth it to go ahead and take some territory away from them. And it looks like we have an agent that might be trying to mess with me here. We have a very, very high chance of recruiting the agent. Critical success would be 16%, but a success chance is 75. So let's just say... Alright, we hindered their progress, which is what? Oh good, they can't move or act. So that at least takes that away. That does take some income away from me, because that agent was boosting my income a little bit, but we'll just have to deal with that. Ooh, we can do additional cunning for you. But I don't know if you're the best agent to give that to. I might want to wait to give that to another agent. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and continue to reduce recruitment costs here with that unit. And we have this army here restoring public order, but public order is still going down. So actually the army, or the fleet, is not doing that at all. Speaking of fleets... Do I want to have... What do I have in my other fleet? 5 and 5 or 5 and 6?
Send the ships out. Give us our course.
So let's go ahead and recruit an additional... Let's do 6 and 6. Why not? Yep, gotta wait till next turn. So yeah. Oh, does this count as being in the same province? No. I'm confused. Why... Do ships build more slowly here because this is a... Because there's not a military dock of any kind. That's kind of weird. Caught me off guard. Alright, well, we'll figure that out, but I think a military camp is probably in order here in Alba Fuchins, and then we need this area to grow, so probably latrines, but I don't know that I want to spend that money right now. Hang on. Send our annoying diplomat. Try again, please. All right, now this army is getting a little bit more threatening, but public order is improving more rapidly here. You're basically rolling the dice every time you have a growing rebel army because your public order improves by 20 each turn that you allow the army to grow. So you're basically saying, do you want to try and kill the rebel force while it's smaller and deal with more public order penalties for longer, just deal with a bigger deficit in public order, or do you want to let public order recover more at the risk of letting a large rebel army exist in your territory? Now, this army might be able to attack Isernia. Ooh, they can. You know what that means? We can probably flank attack here. Oh, yeah, that's happening. Hang on. Do we want to let this guy lead the assault as well so that he gets a lot of the experience? I think we probably do. Because this is, again, this is our adopted son, Decimus Furius Gracchus. It is to our benefit to have that character do that and gain that experience. Oh, this makes me so happy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and attack Isernia. Of course, with him attacking by himself, it's a substantially more difficult battle. But we're going to bring Marcus in to reinforce in just a second. And also, I think I might let a few turns pass. We're going to keep him under siege. So for now, let's go ahead and say that we want a light siege tower and then another pair of ladders. We can't build battering rams yet. And we're going to continue the siege. I think I will go ahead and kill these rebels off. Yeah, we have a spy here that's... Of course they ran off. All right, this is going to make reinforcing that army down there a little bit dicier, but we're going to do it anyway. All right, let's enslave the captives. We haven't enslaved that many captives in a while. All right, I'm going to put this army right here. It is going to be in reinforcement range, and we're not going to attack this turn, but Isernia is now... That basically takes away their ability to effectively counterattack with these forces. The only problem is that there's now not an army in this area that can help with public order. So what do I do? Yeah, see, this will work exactly as planned. I can move you here, and you're still in reinforcement range of Capua. So I can get some new cavalry. And the question is, do I leave these slingers? They're very experienced. So I may as well keep them until they die, one way or the other. That sounded so vicious. I didn't really mean it that way, but... I'm taking a look at these native Samnite infantrymen. Nah, the Volsci are clearly superior. Well, should I just have additional cavalry, maybe? Because, I mean, the Italian cavalry sucks, so some of them are going to die anyway. That's all I can afford to train. So I can just do those 4 units. And we're having public order issues. Holy crap, words, Hadrian. We're having public order issues there as well now. So, rolling the dice a little bit with attacking this army, we're only going to be able to let this siege continue for 2 turns tops because we need to go back and make sure that these territories maintain themselves. But I think public order should start to turn around here soon-ish, maybe, perhaps, hopefully. One thing we could do is run bread and games. Oh, one thing I definitely need to do.
My sword is yours.
Alright, I believe I was going to put this...
Your equipment is a disgrace, man.
Yep. Okay, so now we have a veteran supporting that unit. So we have Legio 1 Alaude and Legio 5 Etrusca.
We are the men of Rome. The Roman army is a force to be reckoned with.
How can
We will serve you well.
Yeah, this is where it shows the level of the army, by the way. I was missing that in the last episode, and someone pointed it out, and I was like, Hadrian, you know, you can see that. You're looking for that. It's right there on the screen you're looking at. It truly is. I said this in a comment, but it's truly amazing, some of the things you just don't see while you're commentating. Testament to the fact that multitasking is a myth. Human beings can't actually do it. It's possible, but you're splitting your cognitive abilities between different tasks, right?
The ships are ready to set sail.
It's an interesting topic because it's something that a lot of workplaces tend to encourage their employees to do. which is amusing when it's something that's not really doable. Okay, so can't embezzle any more funds. I think we're done for this turn. This is going to be an interesting next turn. Absolutely. I'm a little bit worried about Samnium, because we don't have any units in the area. Next turn, we'll be able to bring this army back. I'm really hoping that... You know something? I'm realizing I want to have these cavalry recruited. I'm going to go ahead and move this army all the way to Bovianum to help with public order a little bit. It's not helping as much as I'd hoped, but the thing is, it helps a little bit. And yes, that risks Capua being retaken again, but the thing is, if Capua would have been attacked while I had those units there in reinforcement mode, that recruitment would have been canceled. And I need those horses. I need them, like, now. So I would rather have that army be a little bit further away and guarantee that we get those horses by the next turn, and then bring the army back, because I don't think Neapolis really has an army that can stand up to me at present.
We live to serve.
All right, let's see. Moving into summer of 380. I see some Terrace agents moving around, which is expected. All right, so they did manage to... Oh, interesting. They have a large army coming in attacking Compsa, so they do have more armies, so I'm not terribly surprised. All right, we're going to auto-resolve this because I don't think we stand any chance. I didn't think that this would be an easy fight. We were just trying to do as much damage to them as we can. Oh, they are forcing my hand, and to tell you the truth, they're sallying forth to attack. I'm going to go ahead and auto-resolve this. It was going to be a fun siege, but, you know, if they're going to try and just say, all right, fine, we just want to fight you, then we're just going to enjoy killing them. And taking one of their main cities away from them in the process. All right, let's go ahead and loot.
Rome is the coming force.
Isernia. Yep, Neapolis is coming back for Capua. That's not a surprise. The garrison hasn't recovered yet, so we're just going to let that army do that. Then we're going to march right back and kill the army. A little bit annoying, but at the end of the day, it's actually a win because we'll eliminate the last of that force. All right, Decimus Furius Gracchus has leveled up. The diplomat has been wounded and had to return empty-handed. Man, you suck. Like, that diplomat has not helped me in a while. An abundant harvest. So religious building costs are cheaper. We're getting extra food, extra public order. That's healthy, or that's handy. And then extra growth per turn in all provinces. Thank God. Okay. Capua's mine. End of story. And that army is now dead. In your face. I'm not going to loot it, because I want public order to be maintained. So we're going to take Neapolis very soon. But next order of business, we've got to maintain public order a little bit now that Compsa has fallen here. So Marcus Furius Camillus could go ahead and head over to Terventum. Isernia is made up of, hang on, we've got to repair this city for sure, is made up of Histonium and Teate, but yeah, this army could be a little bit annoying. But there's no real cities in the area that could be threatened by that army, so I think what I'll do is just use my agent here to mess with them. This will primarily be a scout, but we need to level up this agent, so we need to give her things to do. Good! Speaking of that, there we go. Let's go ahead and give her Specialist so she has that improved chance of success. And no longer has a penalty from her low zeal. Alright, and now we're going to need to convert Hadria to a farming settlement. Oh, we have the option of doing military wharfs now. How long have we had that option? Ostia has one. Maybe that's where I should be training that other force. Oh, it's the level 3 that we can't do. That's what it is. That's what it is. So as long as it's level 2, we can do it. Well, we do need a military port over on this side, so maybe... I kind of like the idea since it's in the city of Hadria as well. That could be useful. Now, a cache from here could be a good idea, but it's expensive. I might leave that territory for the time being. Let's see what else I can do here. So we definitely need to take this territory while we can. I kind of... Yeah, let's just do this systematically. We're going to take this territory from the rebels. By systematically, I mean we're just going to move down the coast. Let's loot it. Get some additional money that way, thankfully. We need the money. And then I think I want to move Marcus Furius. No. Forced march. Oh, you cannot go as far as I had hoped. That's annoying. But you can get to Terventum, which is good enough for me, so let's go ahead and move you there. That does mean that public order in this province is going to suck for a bit. And we are just not going to be able to do much about it. Let's go ahead and try and subvert this agent again. Okay, you are currently unable to field more agents of this type, so the enemy agent has been eliminated instead of recruited. Yay. I'll take it. I will gladly take it. Yeah, this is going to be a dicey next couple of episodes. Let's see, do we want to give him... I like the idea of the general ability. He is building towards being a reputable general, so let's go ahead and give him that honor. We need to train more cavalry here. We just don't have the ability quite yet. And also, speaking of training... Alright, so you're going to be ready. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just sink. Normally I've been only training the navy that I can train each turn, but let's go ahead and just get that navy ready. We need them to be prepared to attack Neapolis and take that territory. We need that for economic reasons as soon as possible. And actually, to tell you the truth, as soon as the navy that is in Antium can move, we might do that. The only issue is public order at present. We are suffering from some public order issues. We could lower taxes to address that, but we don't have the income to support that decision. So we're going to need to pursue some civic policies that improve public order, or we're going to be in trouble. The good news is, it looks like... Hang on. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. I want to convert this to a practice field, so this is going to cost how much? Nothing to dismantle. Good. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and build a military camp in Terventum, which will help with the garrison there, make it more defended, which is nice since this is currently a border with Terrace, and it's a border against a large city. Yeah, they're taking Comsa doesn't worry me too much at the moment. Anything else I can do this turn? Bet you I can embezzle. Oh, no, I can't, actually. Can't even send Duilia Flavia on a mission. Yeah, she doesn't quite have enough gravitas. Salonia Cornuda is ready for marriage, but that's going to be a little bit too expensive. That does mean we have a new character to mess with in our family, though, which is nice. Might take a second at the beginning of the next episode and just see how the family's doing. We haven't reviewed that in a bit. And this is definitely focused on the family of Marcus Furius Camillus. Ooh, Terrace didn't make any moves this turn. Well, they might have, but they didn't actually attack. Okay. Region has formed an alliance with your enemies. Really? Okay. Had a veteran level up. Alright, enemy dignitary has caused some problems here. Inciting unrest. That's kind of annoying. Okay, well, what can we do? We need to convert Isernia, but we don't quite have the money for it. We badly need to convert it, though. We do need to convert Teate, if we want to call it that. Another thing that we can do is go ahead and conquer Histonium, but that will lead to public order problems that will almost certainly cause a revolt. We also have public order issues continuing in Sabinia. Alba Fucens is almost done with their military camp, and I'm not concerned with this army. Any city that this army attacks, even a smaller city, I don't think would be really threatened by them. So let me poke my head over this direction. Hey, Neapolis has barely any units defending it, but it is still a decent number of units. So I think the smartest thing to do here, let's hang out in the woods.
Soldiers of Rome, advance!
And try and ambush anyone that comes back. Yeah, see, public order is going to be a bitch and a half to deal with there. Alright, I can embezzle, and it looks like it could hurt me a bit, but 13% risk. Are there any characters that I can promote for free here? No, there are not, sadly. Alright, well, we can marry off Salonia. Let's do that. And I say we're marrying her off. I mean, we're bringing a new member into our family. Alright, so she has... Oh, good! A well-connected husband. So this actually gives us additional influence. And, alright. She counts as a sharp-tongued wife, but now in Rome, because he's in Rome, Medullinus Vibius Silas will have better public order when there are military units present. Cool. All right, let me go ahead and secure this promotion. That's always free. That does raise the risk of civil war slightly. I could secure loyalty, but that's going to be most of my money. And I really can't afford a civil war right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Yeah, there we go. Much better. I'm not thrilled about it, because that's... I really would rather have spent that money on other things, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Public order continues to just plummet here. We've got to think about things that we can do to improve this situation. In one turn, this will be finished, and we're going to be able to start going into... Okay. So we can start going into the path of rule. This level 2 research tree will give us a couple of public order benefits. So that's probably the best thing to go for. We'll make that decision once we end this next turn, and that'll be in the beginning of the next episode. For now, I'm going to stop this one here so I can upload it and get it online for you guys today. And, ooh, can I do anything with this spy this turn? I bet I can. Hang on. Let's see if we can misdirect some of these nice ladies. Yay! We've hindered the enemy agent's progress. Good. Okay, so we'll deal more with them in the beginning of the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.